Yo guys, and in today's video we're going to be talking about all about SPOOKFEST, when it's going to be, what's going to be in it, everything you need to know about SPOOKFEST 2024, also known as the Halloween event in Driving Empire. I'll be predicting and answering in today's video, so let's get straight into this video, and yeah, I'm just going to do a yap sesh about SPOOKFEST 2024 Halloween event in Driving Empire, so let's get straight into this video. Alright, so the first subject we're going to talk about is, when is it going to be? Now, my prediction is sometime, because we update on Fridays. Driving Empire gets an update every Friday, every week. So it's going to have to be on a Friday. And what Friday I think it's going to be on is either October 18th, which is, I think, next week. But I don't think it's going to be that early. If it is, then that's good. But my prediction is October 25th, the week after that. Because the years before 2022 and 2023, I think one was October 20th and one was October 29th, which is a bit late. But I think that one was 2022, and that one was actually a very good event. But yeah, I'm going to say that this event is going to be October 25th. But we might get it earlier because it is a smaller event, which I'll get on to in a second. But it might be on October 18th, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be October 25th, that Friday. And yeah, that's when my prediction for when the event is actually going to be. Now, let's get on to like the size and everything. Now, the size this year is going to be a little bit smaller. Now, I know that seems like a disappointment because last year, 2023 kind of sucked because I feel like a lot of people did not like that event. They did not like the cars in it or anything. Everything was kind of trash in that event. Personally, I did not do any of that event. I didn't get any cars from it or anything. I didn't even do any of the event. Yes, that's, yeah, I didn't do any of it. And then 2022 was a very good event. That's the event. Oh my god, I try-harded that event so hard, bro. That was such a good event, 2022. But this year, it's going to be a bit smaller, but the good thing is we're most likely going to have licensed vehicles in it because Driving Empire has already announced that they're never going to put like fake vehicles into the game. It's just always going to be licensed vehicles for now on every single week until they just run out of cars to add to the game, basically. So it is going to be licensed vehicles. Now, what licensed vehicles are going to be in the event, I'll go over later because I don't know exactly, but here are my guesses. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a smaller event this year, and it's because they might get a new map right after. So they're working on SPOOKFEST and a new map at the same time. So SPOOKFEST, my bad, Halloween event is going to be a little bit smaller, but that's because they're also working on a new map that they will reveal soon after SPOOKFEST. So that is why it's going to be a bit smaller this year. But trust me, it will not disappoint. It's still going to be a good event, most likely because we have licensed vehicles and because, you know, it's just going to be better because I know last year everyone hated it. So that is the size and date. Now let's go over what cars and stuff. The cars and stuff, I would say, of course, like I said, they're going to be licensed vehicles. Now, one thing I will hope to see, because this will be amazing, is Koenigsegg. Now, why I say Koenigsegg is, if you don't know, Koenigsegg's logo, you know the logo, but there's one other logo, and it's that ghost. There's a ghost logo because why I think Koenigsegg's might come is because of the Koenigsegg logo, the ghost, because back then, the aircraft carrier where they have all their Koenigsegg's are, was, like, they had planes, that their plane's logo was this ghost, so they ended up just putting this ghost on the Koenigseggs because Koenigseggs are kind of like based off of planes, I guess, or fighter jets, you would say, because they're so fast and stuff. So they kind of just like put that logo on that car out of like, I don't know, respect or something for these aircrafts that used to be there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that would be pretty cool if we got Koenigseggs, but definitely licensed vehicles, like I said. We're definitely going to have licensed vehicles, but Koenigsegg would be a cool reference because of the ghost logo. But now let's go over the currency or formula. What I mean is we all know that you gotta like collect stuff in a Halloween event in SPOOKFEST to get the cars. Now usually it's candy and pumpkins, so that's what I'm gonna guess it's gonna be, is either candy or pumpkins. It might be something cooler, they come up with something else because they're trying to be creative, but usually it is gonna be pumpkins or candy. So that's what I think the formula or currency is going to be, is yeah, pumpkins and candy. I would say you just drive around and collect those, and then some are rarer. Like I remember one year it was pumpkins, and the size or color mattered how much they were actually worth. So it was like, oh, you got 50 pumpkins, or if you collected this big white one, but if you got the regular orange one, you only got like 2 pumpkins. And then when candy, it was like the regular orange and white ones or whatever were like normal, and then like purple with like this stuff coming off of it. It was pretty cool. was like 250. I don't know, it was pretty cool. It just like some of them are different than others, so that's what the currency or formula you would like to say is what I think it's gonna be. It's just either pumpkins or candy, etc. One of those two. But now let's get on to other things that might be in SpookFest, like wraps and stuff. Now, I don't think there's going to be wraps, because usually we had wraps every other year because cars weren't licensed, so you were allowed to do whatever you want with them. But now that we have licensed vehicles, they got to be a little more strict on that, so probably no custom rims, probably no custom wraps, so they're going to have to do, it might just have to be like a build-a-car, like, because they don't have wraps and rims because it's licensed vehicles now. It might be like build a car where you have to find parts, maybe. I really don't know. I just know that there's probably not going to be wraps or rims as like the smaller amounts of stuff you have to get, because it is licensed vehicles now and they really don't allow that. So that's one thing they're going to have to be strict on. And another thing is spooky race. They do that every year. They probably will have a spooky race. What I mean is, like, they usually add a race in the event that is a, just a spooky race, and you can do the race to get pumpkins or candies or whatever the currency is going to be. And yeah, so they're most likely going to have a race. And they're most likely gonna have a like second island for it, for example, what is it called? The Sandy Shores race is like all the way over there, I think. That's probably, yeah, you can see it in the distance. It's over that bridge. You can kind of see it over there. That's probably what they're gonna do for SpookFest, is either like over there, like an island kinda, or do it like they used to do and just like fill in an area for a little bit amount of time, like the neighborhood. They might put it there or just anywhere else and just fill it later on. But last year, I mean, because it is smaller, it might just be like where a racing hub is, right beside it. That's where they might put it, is the gas station. Because usually smaller events, like our Christmas event last year was pretty small, and they literally just put it right here in some stupid barn. It was pretty stupid, but if the event's going to be smaller, it might just be right here. But probably just going to be an island, or just right here, or somewhere in the neighborhood, or something like that. But yeah, but that is basically everything you need to know about SpookFest, is that it's probably going to be around October 25th or maybe even October 18th, but I doubt it. I think that's a bit too early for this event, and that they are going to have some currency like pumpkins or candy or something. It is going to be licensed vehicles, so that means there can't be like wraps and rims for rewards and stuff, and that it's going to be a bit smaller than usual, but that's because they're also working on a map at the same time, so that is why. And it's just, and then we might get Conus eggs. I don't know, that's just a predicament, but I really hope we do, because that would be actually very cool to have Conus eggs and other stuff. And that, yeah, that's all you need to know about SpookFest, basically. Spooky races, all that stuff we probably are gonna have. So yeah, there's just gonna be like a smaller event this year, but it's still gonna be good. So that's all you need to know about SpookFest 2024 in Driving Empire. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Make sure to check out my Discord in the description and my other two channels. I'll be posting on those more soon, and hope to see you guys in the next video, or hopefully when the Halloween event comes out. I'm actually pretty excited this year.